Alright guys, so today we're going to answer the question, who is Jaren Ward, where does he come from and stuff, and we're going to get straight into it. So, the first sort of lore for Jaren Ward came out back in Destiny 1, a decade ago, a long time ago, and it was tied to a couple of guns in the game, a couple of hand cannons, Last Word and Thorn, and you're going to see them in this sort of story. Anyway, listen up. So this fella, Jaren Ward, is a freaking legend in the Destiny games lore. He's not just some random, he's basically the original good keen man with a flashy gun. He was a hunter. He's one of the good guys who defends humanity, and he was proper lethal with a hand cannon as well. He carried the sickest gun in the game, the exotic hand cannon called the Last Word. It's one you fire from the hip, you just let loose like a proper cowboy, and never misses the mark. I actually got this gun for my first ever raid in the Vaulted Glass in Destiny 1, the first one I ever did 10 years ago, and it was mean as. I also got the Gallahorn in that same run. Talk about winning the lotto, mate. Never top that luck.
You don't have the Gallahorn yet?
Oh, I got it! Yeah! Yes! Yeah!
Anyway, back to Jaren. He wasn't just roaming around being a GC. He rolled into this tiny town called Palamon, which was having a bit of a rough go out of it. He sorted out the local bully who was running the show, and then he stuck around to look after the place. Bit of a community hero type guy. Nominate him for good sorts, mate. As he also had a wee young fella while he was there, he took in a young kid named Shin Malphur under his wing, and Shin basically grew up watching Jaren to be a hero, which was pretty influential stuff. This is where the story starts to turn and gets a bit gutting though. There's a bad guy. Jaren Ward was on the trail of a right plonker called Dredgen Yor. This Dredgen Yor was another guardian, but he'd gone completely off the rails, and he was using a corrupted hand cannon called Thorn, a weapon of sorrow, and he was corrupted by these guys called the Hive. Nasty guys. Anyway, there was a final shootout. Jaren finally caught up with him, and they had a proper standoff. Now, Jaren was faster than Sitivini Sivivato on the wing, and he got a shot off first. But you see, Dredgen Yor was so full of corruption that Jaren's regular light bullets couldn't knock him over. Dredgen Yor fires back with the corrupted Thorn, and it absolutely cleans Jaren out, killing him for good this time. And no coming back with his ghost, sadly, either. Bit of a shocker, eh? However, after Jaren was taken out, young Shin Malphur picked up Jaren's gun, the Last Word. Jaren's ghost bonded with Shin, and he became a guardian as well. Shin was absolutely fiending to avenge his old man, and eventually Shin is the one who hunts down and takes out Dredgen Yor with a golden gun. Justice served, oos. He was also the first ever to use the light in a form of golden gun. So there you go. So overall, Jaren Ward is the tragic hero whose death gave rise to the ultimate hero and led to one of the most famous showdowns in all of Destiny's backstory. Proper good yarn, that one, eh? So that's Jaren's story. I really love his lore, it's pretty cool. Sort of like a mercenary anti-hero type, like he's ruthless, but he's also got a good heart. And he's just a cowboy, and I'm going to be rank 1 New Zealand. Thank you guys for following along.